The night had been quiet, one of those moments where the world outside faded into insignificance. I was curled up on the couch, wrapped in the soft familiarity of my pajamas, letting the steady glow of the screen wash through the dim room. It was supposed to be a peaceful evening, a small escape from the heaviness of the week. I was halfway through an intense episode when a soft, hesitant knock broke the calm. At first, I assumed it was a neighbor or a late delivery. But something about the timing too gentle, too unsure made me pause. I opened the door, expecting something ordinary. Instead, I found someone I had known for years standing on the threshold, my friend's son. Someone I had seen grow from childhood awkwardness into the quiet confidence of early adulthood. His expression was a mixture of uncertainty and determination, a look that instantly unsettled the balance of the evening. "Can I come in for a moment?" he asked. The tremor in his voice did not match the steady gaze he tried to hold. I hesitated, feeling the edges of unspoken rules tighten around us, but I still stepped aside. Curiosity or something deeper guided the motion. He walked in slowly, as if afraid to disturb the air between us. For a moment, the room felt different, charged with a tension I hadn't anticipated. He wasn't here for casual conversation or simple updates about life. There was a heaviness in his presence, something unspoken that hovered between us like a fragile secret. We started with harmless things, old memories, shared moments, small jokes that once belonged to lighter times. Yet every word seemed weighted, every glance held too long. His laugh, once bright and uncomplicated, now carried a depth that pulled at something in me I didn't want to acknowledge. I found myself noticing the way he sat, the careful distance he maintained, the quiet searching in his eyes. It was familiar, yet startlingly changed. The boundaries I had lived by clear, firm, unquestioned suddenly felt blurred. I felt a warmth in the connection we slipped into, a quiet understanding that reached deeper than it should have. And with every passing minute, I became more aware of the conflict rising inside me. My loyalty to someone I cared for, my own loneliness, the unexpected comfort of being seen so clearly. As the weeks passed, the encounters continued, accidental at first, then quietly intentional. Our conversations stretched longer, layered with meaning neither of us dared to articulate. I found myself altering routines, avoiding certain questions, choosing silence over explanations. It was never physical. It didn't need to be. Emotional attachment carries its own shadows, its own dangerous gravity. I told myself it was harmless, that I was simply offering guidance, support. But the truth lingered beneath every rationalization. I was tangled in something that could break trust and reshape lives. The secrecy was exhausting, the guilt subtle but persistent. And yet, the emotional connection felt like a part of me I hadn't realized was missing. One evening, after a conversation that drifted too close to confessions, he stepped toward the door. Before leaving, he hesitated long enough for the silence to reveal everything neither of us had said aloud. When the door finally closed behind him, the room felt both safer and emptier. Relief and loss tangled together in a way that left me breathless. The innocence of a quiet night had been replaced with uncertainty. A single knock had cracked open emotions I hadn't expected, forcing me to confront the weight of decisions I never meant to make. And as the days unfolded, I could no longer deny that boundaries had shifted, consequences were unavoidable, and the emotional imprint of those moments would not easily fade.